Hi everyone. Hope you all are good. We are here for grade 6 math. You can find all the lessons on aplusstudents.com. You can find all the lessons on aplusstudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password as provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the subject tab. Scroll down to grade 6 math and then click on view all lessons. There you can find a list of the chapter. The lesson we're going to cover today is exponents and square roots. And the lessons we're going to cover today are square roots of perfect squares, half-life and population doubling, understanding negative exponents, and write multiplication expressions using exponents. So please make sure you have your notebook and pencil so that you can note down the important examples and definitions as well. I'm here on the grade 6 math. The chapter we're working on is exponents and square roots. Let's just start with the lesson that is square roots of perfect squares. What is square root of 9? So we have to find square root of 9. We have to see square 9 is the squared of what number? Squared mean when you multiply a number by itself that equals 9. So the number 3 squared equals 9. When you do 3 times 3, the answer is 9. Got it? So square and square roots are opposite to each other. Got it? If you square root 3, 3 square, the answer is 9. Here you can see. If you calculate 3 square, the answer is 9. And if you calculate square root 9, the answer is 3. That means square and square roots are opposite to each other. Got it? So square root, whenever you have to calculate the square root, you need to find the perfect number that multiplied by itself, right? Let's just start with the what is square root 36? So you're given two options, 5 and 6, right? So if you do 5 times 5, that is 25. And 6 times 6 is 36. So that means square root 36 equals 6. The correct option is 6. Got it? The next one is what is square root of 81? The correct option is 9. 9 times 9 is 81. So square root 81 is 9. The correct option is 9. Very good. The next one is what is square root 9? Square root 9 equals, yes, the correct option is 3. 3 times 3 is 9, so the correct option is 3. The next one is, what is square root 100? Square root 100 equals, basically square and square root are two opposite terms, right? But the square root, you have 100 here, right? You can write 100 as 10 times 10. You need to calculate square root 100. You can write it as 10 times 10, and 10 times 10 is 100. So it is like 100 square, sorry, 10 square. 2 and square root cancel out each other, so you are left with 10. Basically, the square root and squares are opposite to each other. 10 square equals 100, and the square root of 100 equals 10. So whenever you have to calculate the square, that must be a perfect number. Like 5 times 5 is 25. So the square root of 25 is 5. So 100 is the square root of 10. The correct option is 10. Got it? Square root of 100 is 10. Okay, the next one is, what is square root of 100? Square root, yes, that is 4 times 4 is 16, not 8. 8 times it is 64. 4 times 4 is 16, so the correct option is 4. The square root of 16 is 4. The next one is, what is square root 4, which is the correct option? So square root 4 equals, yes, that is 2. The correct option is 2. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson, and the next lesson is half-life and doubling population. We have already covered this lesson here in the last session. So let's just do again half-life and population doubling. Let's just start with the practice questions. Basically, you need to calculate the half-lives of the things here and the doubling of the things, like double of the things here. Let's just start with the test question. Just listen to me carefully and focus on the question. How much a radioactive kind of indium will be left after 4 hours if the half life is 2 hours and you start with 32 grams? So, You need to calculate after 4 hours how much indium you have left, right? And the half life is 2 hours. After 2 hours, the indium is half left, right? But you need to calculate after 4 hours. So first thing is you need to calculate, divide 4 by 2. Basically you need to see how many half, how many times the indium have the half life. 4 divided by 2 is 2. That means you need to calculate the two half lives of the indium. So 32 divided by 1 over 2, that's the first half life. That would be 32 divided by 16. That is the first half life. You need to calculate two half lives because you need to calculate after 4 hours. So 16 divided by, or either you can directly divide, 16 divided by 2 is 8. That means after 4 hours, the indium is left 8 grams. The correct option is 8 grams. 8, 8. After 1 hour, like 32, after 2 hours, it would be half. 32 divided by 2 is 16, right? You need to calculate after 4 hours. So 16 divided by another 2 is 18. 8, sorry. The correct option is 8 grams. You are left with 8 grams indium after 4 hours. The correct option is 8 grams. Got it? The next one is you have 960 grams of radioactive kind of yttrium. If its half life is 50 minutes, how much will be left after 200 minutes? So after 50 minutes, it would be half, but you need to calculate after 200 minutes. So 200 equals 50 plus, let me just explain a bit more easier. 50 plus 50 plus 50 plus 50, isn't it? If you add 54 times, that makes 200. That means you need to calculate 1, 1, 1, 1 after 4 half lives, right? So divide 960 by 2, that is first half life, right? That would be 2 times 4 is 8, 480. Now calculate the second half life, 960 divided by 2. Sorry, 480 divided by 2, not 960. That is 240. For the third one, you need to calculate 240 divided by 2. That would be 120. Then the last one is 120 divided by 2, that is 60. Or you can do 960 divided by 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, because you need to calculate 1, 2, 3, 4 half lives. Got it? 2 times 2 is 4, 4 times 2 is 8, and 8 times 2 is 16. If you divide 960 by 16, yes, the answer is exactly same. That is 60 grams. That means after 200 minutes, the atrium is left just 60 grams. The correct option is 60. Got it? If you have any question, you can please ask. The correct option is 60 grams. I have tried to explain more easier. So if you have any question, you can please ask. The correct option is 60 grams. The next one is, okay, I will explain the one we are on right now, right? Just listen to me carefully, try to understand. If the half life of a radioactive kind of thallium is 2 minutes, for this one, not 8. Let's see how. How much will it be left after 6 minutes, right? So 6 minutes equal 2 plus 2 plus 2, right? You can see here the half life means it would be half after every 2 minutes, right? So that means you need to divide 64 by 2 times 2 times 2, right? 2 times 2 is 4, 4 times 2 is 8. Yes, that is 8. You're right. Sorry. The correct option is 8 grams. That means after 6 minutes, the thallium is left just 6 grams. Yes, but you just guessed the answers. Not you haven't solved them. You just guessed. Yes, the correct option is 8. But you just guessed the answer, isn't it? The correct option is 8. Basically, in 6 minutes, it would be gone through 3 half lives, right? So you have to divide them 2 times 2 times 2, or you can simply divide 3 times 62, 64 divided by 2, 32. Again, 32 divided by 2, 16. 16 divided by 2, 8. Got it? So the correct option is 8 grams. Do not guess the answers, right? Our town doubles its every its size every 21 years. A town doubles its size every 21 years. If the population is currently 10,000, what will the population be in 63 years? Up now it is doubling, not half, right? So 63 equals 21 plus 21 plus 21. That means until 63 years it doubles 3 times, right? So currently it is 10,000. You have to do 2, that is first double, that is 2 second double, and 2 that is third double. So that is 2 times 2 is 4, and 4 times 2 is 8, and 10,000 times 8 is 80,000. Got it? So the correct option is option number 1, that is 80,000. The correct option is 80,000. Okay, let's just do the next one. The next one is the half life of radioactive kind of sodium is 3 years. If you start with 56 gram of it, how much will be left after 6 years? So the half life, the double its half life is 3 years. 6 equals 3 plus 3. That means in 6 years you have two half lives. So 56 divided by 2 times 2, that is 56 divided by 4. So which is the correct option? The correct option is yes, that is 14 grams. That means after two half lives, the radioactive kind of sodium is left just 14 grams, right? Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. Okay, the next lesson is understanding negative exponents. Also, we have done with negative exponents in the last session, so let's just do quickly. So, whenever we have a negative exponent, we can make the exponent positive by writing it in denominator, right? For example, which is equal to 9 exponent 6. You can make the exponent positive, the exponent is negative. You can make it positive by writing it in denominator like this 1 divided by 9 exponent 6. Got it? So you can make the negative exponent positive by writing it in denominators. That's how you can make them. Also, you can go opposite side, like right? If you have written a positive exponent in denominator, you can make it positive by writing it in like this. So they both are exactly equal, right this way or right this way. Got it? So the correct option is option number 1. Just the exponent is positive this way. Option number 1 is the correct option. Got it? Okay. Write the expression as a whole number with a negative exponent. Now you need to write it with the negative exponent, right? The 7 exponent 3 is already in denominator. When you convert it into numerator, it would be 7 exponent negative 3 because the question is you need to write it with a negative exponent. So the correct option is 7 exponent negative 3. 7 to the power negative, it would be negative because that is already positive in denominator. When you convert into the numerator, it would be 7 to the power of negative 3. Option number 2 is the correct option, right? The correct option is 7 exponent negative 3. Option number 2 is the correct option. Got it? The correct option is 7 exponent negative 3. The next one is write the expression as a fraction with a positive exponent. So, which is the correct option? The correct option is yes, you can write it 1 over 5 to the power 6. That this way it would be a positive exponent. Option number 1 is the correct option. The next one is which is equal to 1 over 8 exponent 6. So which option is the correct one? 1, 2, 3, 4. Which is the correct option? The correct option is option number 1 is the correct option, right? You can write it with a negative exponent, that would be 8 exponent negative 6. Option number 1 is the correct option. The next one is write the expression as a whole number with the negative exponent. Do not evaluate the expression 1 divided by 5 square, which is the correct option. The correct option is that is negative 2, 5 to the power of negative 2, because the exponent is already positive in denominator. You can write it with a negative exponent. So that is 5 to the power of negative 2. The next one is which is equal to 2 exponent negative 5. Which option is the correct one? The correct option is option number 3 is the correct option. Whenever you have a negative exponent, you can write this exponent as a positive by writing it in denominator by dividing it by 1. Like here you have 2 exponent negative 5. So you can make it positive by writing like this 1 divided by 2 exponent 5. Right? When you write the exponent from numerator to denominator, it would be a positive exponent. And also the negative is possible. When you have something written like this 1 over 2 exponent 5, you can write it in numerator as 2 exponent negative 5. Got it? So option number C is the correct option. We are done with the lesson. Let's just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is the next lesson is write multiplication expression using exponents. So you have to write down the multiplication expressions using exponents. Let's just start with the first example. Write the expression using exponent. You're given an expression that is 2 times 2. You have to write it using exponent. So how do we write? You are multiplying here 2 how many times? 2 times. So you can write it as 2 exponent 2, right? 2 times 2 equal 2 exponent 2. 2 exponent 2 means you are multiplying 2 times. The correct option is 2 to the power of 2. Option number 2 is the correct option. Okay, the next one is write the expression using an exponent 3 times 3, which is the correct option. The correct option is the second one, that is 3 to the power of 2. Power of 2, because 3 is multiplying 2 times, not 3 times. That would be 3 to the power of 2. How many times 3 is multiplying? 3 is multiplying just 2 times. That would be 3 exponent 2. Basically, the exponent tells you how many times you are multiplying the number, right? So you are multiplying 3 2 times. So that would be 3 exponent 2 is the correct option, not 3. 3 exponent 3 means 3 exponent 3 means you have to do 3 times 3 times 3, right? Basically, this exponent tells you how many times you have to multiply the base. Got it? So here you have 3 times 3, you can write it as 3 exponent 2. Got it? Got it, everyone? No, you don't need to solve. You just have to see how do we write it. You don't need to calculate the product. Okay, write the expression using an exponent now. How? Now this one you can write it as 3 exponent 3, because here 3 is multiplying 3 times. Got it? Very good. That would be 3 to the power of 3. Write the expression using an exponent. Yes, very good. You can write it as 2 to the power of 3, because 2 is multiplying. Basically, the exponent tells you how many times you have to multiply the base, right? Write the expression using an exponent. So, which is the correct option? The correct option is 3 to the exponent of 4, because 3 is multiplying 4 times. Got it? Because I'm waiting for the answers from your side. That is 3 to the power of 4, right? Okay, we are done with the lesson. I think we have one more lesson in the chapter. Let me see which one is it. No, I'm just waiting for the answers from your side. Okay, that is advanced exponents. We have still 3, 4 sometimes. So let's just look at this lesson. Okay, evaluate. Write your answer as a fraction or whole number without exponent. So you have 1 over 7 exponent minus 1, right? Whenever you have the exponents negative, that's the same one we already did. You can make it positive by writing it in denominator. You have, that is 1 over 7 exponent negative 1. It's look like this, right? You can write it that is 1 exponent negative 1 and 7 exponent negative 1. For both the values, they 1 exponent negative 1 is 1, and you have 7 1 over 7 exponent minus 1. You can write it as 7. Got it? If you have an if if you have an exponent negative in denominator, you can write it in numerator with a positive sign. And if you have a exponent negative in a denominator, you can write it in numerator with a positive sign. So the correct option is 7. Got it? The correct option is 7. 1 over 7 exponent negative 3, which is the correct option. Yes, that is 343, because you have 7, you can write it as 1 over 7 exponent negative 3, and then you can write it as 7 exponent 3. And when you evaluate, it would be 7 times 7 times 7. That would be 343. The correct option is 343. Got it? The correct option is, this is not an extra lesson. This is the lesson with this chapter. Also, the session ends at 45, like 8:45. That is 343, right? The correct option is 343. I just don't want to leave this only lesson from this chapter. Okay, evaluate. Write your answer as a fraction or whole number without exponents. So, which is the correct option? Yes, that is 8. Very good. The correct option is 8. The next one is 1 over 6 exponent negative 1. So, which is the correct option? Yes, the correct option is 6. The next one is 1 over 5 exponent negative 3. So, which is the correct option? The correct option is very good, that is 125. Got it? Okay, now you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. So, we were working on grade 6 math. Chapter working on is exponents and square roots, and the lessons we have covered today are that is square roots of perfect squares, half-life and population doubling, understanding negative exponents, right expression, right multiplication expressions using exponent and advanced exponents, right? So please make sure before the next session you can complete all the practice questions for the lessons we just did. So if you need more help with any of the lesson, you can contact any tutor on the Skype. They are available from Monday to Friday 5 to 9, or either you can join me in the interactive session that will be daily from 4 to 5 and from 9 to 10. So if you have any question, you can please ask. I'm waiting for the questions from your side. Okay, that's all for today. See you in the next session. Bye everyone.